Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome in. Welcome to your tarot reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you're doing well, feeling safe, and feeling blessed because you are. So let's go ahead and get started on your reading, all right? Please remember to take what resonates and leave what does not. Holy Spirit, thank you for guiding us. What is the message for someone out there? You have the Eight of Wands, you have the Fool, you have the Strength. We're going to do a 6-card spread. Tell us more about this message. You have the Four of Wands, you have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Three of Cups. You're definitely pushing forward. I see a lot of perseverance here in your reading. So let's go ahead and start with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a fast energy kind of card. It could represent fast action. It can represent fast communication. I definitely see you in a very, like there's a lot of optimism here in your energy. Very upbeat, very energetic, very vibrant as well. There's that kind of, it's like you're looking forward to something. You know that your future is very bright, you know. Very upbeat is the kind of rhythm that you are picking up when it comes to the pace that you're moving in your life. Let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Wands though. Let's dive deeper. I feel like you're feeling things finally push forward for you. Yeah, you have the Wheel of Fortune here. You have the Temperance. You have the Eight of Swords. Interesting. So the Wheel of Fortune, that's a karmic wheel. It says what goes around comes back around. You either have, you know, good luck or you have some bad luck here on your end based on some of the events that took place in your life in the past. The Wheel of Fortune is in the upright. I feel like you were able to clear out some karma, some karmic debt is what I'm seeing. Because the Wheel of Fortune is a karmic wheel, it'll keep on turning until you literally hop off the wheel. So it's one of those things where you'll keep on experiencing the same kind of karma. You know, the same nonsense repeats in your life over and over until you learn the lesson and you choose to apply the lesson, right? So for example, if you're in a karmic relationship, you're not going to see any positive changes in that relationship. You're going to experience the same drama, the same conflict, you know, the same nonsense until you choose to break free from that relationship by simply separating yourself. So I feel like you were able to finally like push, there's something here that you were able to push forward, that you were finally able to push forward and no longer allow it to hold you back. You are in an energy of the Temperance. The Temperance is all about peace and harmony. It also talks about being in alignment with your higher self. Whereas in the past, you were in the Eight of Swords, where this karmic situation definitely consumed you. It took up much of your time and your mental energy. Let's go ahead and look at the Fool. You were being called to move forward. Clarify the Fool. You have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups or, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, clarify the Fool. Let's look some more into this. Yeah, like many times, it's like your guardian angels, many times your guardian angels were telling you, move on, move forward, leave this situation alone. Even if it was a situation that was filled with conflict and confusion, not everything do you have to understand. Certain things are not worth understanding, okay? Don't even go, you know, digging and investigating, because you may end up uncovering nothing but darkness, nothing but deceit. I feel like you were being called many, many times, like you were being spiritually guided to move forward from a certain situation, but you were stuck on it. Thankfully, you were able to move on, and now you're open to taking risks. The Fool card is all about taking a leap of faith, and so you're pushing forward. In Clarity of the Fool, you have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is representing regrets. So let me tell you, you are dealing with someone, this definitely has to do with your love life. First of all, the person who you were dealing with, they were being called to take a leap of faith with you. Ah, I see. The person who you were dealing with in the past, they were called to take a chance with you, but guess what? They stayed stuck in a very dissatisfying relationship. They're showing up as the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups represents regret, crying over spilled milk, grieving over a loss. The Queen of Pentacles is here. The Queen of Pentacles is the woman who they were in a commitment with. And guess what? Between the two of them, between them and their lover, they had, material possessions. This looks like a pretty wealthy couple here with the Nine of Pentacles. They had assets together. And I believe that the material gain, the material possession in the connection was actually what kept them together, even though he was not truly happy with her. So, okay, now this is making sense. You stayed stuck on a love interest who was not taking a leap of faith with you, although he was being guided to do so. You represented his new beginning that he could have had. Okay, you represented the new beginning that perhaps he was even praying to God for, but when the opportunity was presented to him, he did not take that leap of faith. Instead, he held on to his current relationship where he is so pessimistic, he's so dissatisfied, but the material success of the relationship is what's keeping him there. Okay. Then what are you supposed to do? You can't keep your life on hold waiting for this man. You have to push forward. You see how this woman here in the illustration, she's on the motorcycle, she's moving fast. Like I said, the Eight of Wands is fast energy. You definitely want to move forward with your life. Do not keep yourself waiting on someone, especially when you see that they are making no effort to come and be with you. Okay? It's time for you to take this leap of faith. Be very careful with this man because I do feel like he can be quite selfish. With the Strength card, I'm hearing that he doesn't expect you to move forward. He doesn't expect you to move on. He expects you to stand by his side through this difficulty of his, quote unquote difficulty. But really, he's causing you difficulties. He's breaking your heart and he's stealing your time. He's robbing you of your time. This time that you spend crying over this relationship, being hurt, being confused, you can be with someone who is actually making you happy. Okay? He expects you to be like the Strength. The Strength represents overcoming difficulties. He's actually showing up on the back of the deck as the King of Wands. I feel like this man is a bit overhyped. What do I mean by overhyped? He may be quite the looker. He may be very attractive, but he comes with a lot of problems. There may be a lot of passion between the two of you, but passion doesn't last forever. You want a commitment, and he's not willing to give that to you. Why? Because he's in a commitment with someone else. And between him and the woman who he's committed to, there are assets. There's some kind of tangible material possession between the two of them. Wow. Clarify the Strength. You have the Page of Wands. Yeah, there's adversity. This connection comes with adversity. I feel like between you and this man, it is the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands kind of dynamic, relationship dynamic. The King and Queen of Wands, they meet each other on the battleground. So you entered his life during a very difficult period of his life, but he was supposed to follow you out of that difficulty. As in, you represented a new pathway that he could have taken, but instead he's choosing to stay. So this is a man who doesn't really want a solution to his problems. He doesn't really want change. He doesn't really want to leave the past behind. That's what you need to understand. As much as you want to save him and help him, he may not want help. He may not want change, and you can't force change for him. Change comes from within. He has to want change. So you entered his life when he was facing difficulties because you were meant to pretty much inspire this man to change. And to inspire someone doesn't mean that you have to hold their hand and walk with them every step of the way. They can simply watch you from a distance and become inspired by how you choose to live your life, and they will live their life in a similar way. So don't think that you have to be connected to this man to inspire him. I feel like he's actually already been inspired. Now, all he has to do is apply the lessons that he has learned from you, but he's choosing to not do so. He's actually expecting you to remain stuck on him, just like he is stuck on the other woman. So in a way, this is one karmic mess that you do not need to be a part of. And for those of you who are very spiritual and you believe in spiritual assignments, I want you to know that even if this man was your spiritual assignment, every spiritual assignment has a deadline. Every spiritual mission has a deadline. You can't waste all your time on one assignment because there are many more spiritual assignments that God will have for you. There are many more soulmates, many more people out there who God will send you to meet and touch the lives of other people. So don't waste all your gas on one destination is what I would tell you. Keep on pushing forward to newer destinations where you will meet people who do want the healing and they do want the deliverance. You will meet people who do want positive change. You will meet people who will listen to you, who will follow you, who will make your assignment so easy because they truly want positive change. But for the ones who remain stagnant, you can't wait on them because then you are also being stagnant. You are also delaying your journey. So at this point, this man has become a negative influencer over your life. He's negatively influencing you to stay stuck, to be delayed. And therefore, the other people who you're meant to meet and the other assignments that you're meant to complete, you're neglecting it. You're neglecting those other assignments and those new soulmates who are waiting for you. He expects you to wait just like he's been waiting. He expects you to, overcome difficulties he expects you to overcome difficulties with him. But here's the thing. The difficulty is no more. You've helped him overcome his difficulty. You've shined a light on all that he needs to know. You've taught him great lessons and you've illuminated his path. You've illuminated a pathway that he can take to exit out of this difficulty, but he's choosing to remain connected to it. He's pretending like he's stuck. So imagine like he's saying, oh, I'm stuck, I'm in this imprisonment, but you've already handed him the key. You've already handed him the key. He doesn't have to be stuck. Right? You've already given him the solution. He's already seen the truth. He knows what to do, but he doesn't want to do it. So what are you going to do? Right? You're faced with a choice. You have to choose. You have to choose between your destiny, your purpose. You have to fulfill your purpose and your destiny by moving forward. Or are you going to put your destiny, your journey on hold to wait on him? You have a choice. The lovers represents a choice between two people, places, or things. He wants you to choose him, but I think you should choose yourself. Yeah, I think you should choose yourself. Let's look at the Four of Wands. The Hierophant. This is a very strong soulmate connection indeed. The Hierophant represents higher level commitments. You were brought into this person's life for a reason. There is a spiritual assignment between you and this person. Everything is fine. Clarify the Four of Wands. I feel like this man wants to convince you that everything is fine. Like he wants you to normalize this, but this isn't normal. This relationship dynamic is not normal. A relationship shouldn't feel like war all the time, where the two of you are constantly on that battleground. No, life shouldn't feel like you are surviving. There's a difference between surviving versus living. You shouldn't have to deal with conflict all the time. You shouldn't have to be in that wounded warrior stance. Even a soldier needs rest. See, so he's intentionally choosing to stay in a dissatisfying situation, and he wants you to stay in it with him. No, you have to move forward. Life goes on. The clock never stops ticking for anyone. So be very careful because it's becoming toxic. Again, he wants you to normalize this kind of relationship dynamic, and it's not normal. He wants you to get used to it and to hang in there with him. And he wants you to do this out of love. This is manipulation. It's like he's trying to groom you into believing that you have to suffer with someone if you love them. No, you shouldn't. As a matter of fact, if someone loves you, they wouldn't want you to suffer with them. They would want to make you happy. They will not want you to suffer. Someone who truly loves you will not want you to suffer. They will want you to live the best life that you can live. This man wants you to be a warrior. He wants you fighting by his side at all times. That is so unrealistic and unhappy. It's like lovers at war. You know, that is so toxic. So be careful with the emotional manipulation, because he's making you feel as if, oh, well, if you love me, you'll stay with me. You'll hang in there with me. That's not true love. That's toxic love. If he really loves you, he will not put you in any toxic situation where you could get hurt. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is in the reverse. Let's put it on this side. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We got two reversals, and then on the back is the Tower. The Tower is a sudden reveal, a rude awakening, a dramatic ending. The Tower simply represents a big shakeup. What you're going to realize is this man has been building. Oh, he's being deceitful. He's tricking you. He's playing you naive. He's taking advantage of you. The truth is, he's not in the hell that he claims he's in. If the other woman is so bad, and if the relationship is such hell, why is he still in it? The truth is, he wants you to wait on him. And the whole time you've been waiting on him, he's been building with the other woman. The Seven of Pentacles is reaping what you sow. You see how the woman is watering the plant? Well, she had to sow the seed first. She had to sow the seed, water it, and watch the plant grow. There's something that this man is working on diligently. He's diligently working towards a particular outcome with the other woman, and it's material gain. It's like he's building wealth with another woman. And I did say early on that the both of them have possessions, material possessions. So while he may not be romantically interested in her anymore, because the Knight of Cups is in the reverse, he's not making any romantic gestures towards her. He doesn't have a romantic interest. Knight of Cups is in the reverse. Typically, if the Knight of Cups is in the upright, it represents a romantic gesture, a warm, friendly invite. So emotionally, he isn't extending himself to her. Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. This man is selfish. And here's the thing. He's also using her. He's using her because the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. In the upright, he's a user. So when the two of them do their, when they conduct business, because I feel like this couple here, they definitely do business together, like financial investments. She's really investing more than him, but his name is attached to it. Like she makes more investments financially than he does, but he's like receiving equal profit. Same with you. You make more emotional investment, but the relationship benefits him more than you. You're the one who is heartbroken. You're the one who's been emotionally neglected. So he's all about how he can take from you. He's using you for emotional, yeah, that's what it is. Like, he's using you for emotional fulfillment, and he's using her for financial fulfillment. Oh my gosh. So it's all in the reverse. I think this man I think he has a serious problem. I think that he is extremely self-centered, and it's all about who can cater to him. And he just doesn't really consider other people like you and her. I think the two of you could be victims of this man, but somehow he's made it seem as if he's the victim. It could even be that he has put the two of you against each other, when really the two of you should be, you and the other woman should be putting two heads together to find your way away, to find your way out of this man's life. He's using you, the both of you. So he doesn't really give financially into their connection, because the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. He's building himself up. He's building himself emotionally. You have nurtured him emotionally, but he has deprived you emotionally. Same with her. He is building himself financially while neglecting her financially, because he doesn't give her any of his money. That's why it's in the reverse. Both of these cards showed up in the reverse, you guys. This man doesn't extend himself to you emotionally. He deprives you. And the Page of Pentacles in the reverse says he doesn't extend himself to her financially, but he takes from her financially. He's profiting off of her financial investments. This is crazy. Wow. I think you're being deceived. I think this man is taking advantage of you and playing you naive. People say love is blind. Absolutely. People say love is blind all the time. But you got to love yourself first. You cannot love someone more than you love yourself. That isn't fair to yourself, because you are responsible for yourself. You have to look out for yourself, or who's gonna look out for you. You have to care for yourself, because who's going to care for you? Not your partner. Your partner is selfish. Let's look at the Three of Cups. The Seven of Wands. Clarify the Three of Cups. You got yourself a trickster. This is a player. Clarify the Three of Cups. King of Pentacles. The thing, clarify the Three of Cups. You got to be really careful. Oh, do you think that you're being spiritually attacked? This connection comes with very intense spiritual warfare, because this is not something that God wants for you. This connection is not of God. Understand that if, I'm trying to see how to say it. Anything that's blessed by God cannot be destroyed. It cannot be destroyed by the devil, by the enemy. So if there's been endings and destruction in this connection, what does that mean? That means that this connection doesn't have God's blessing. And God will allow the enemy to destroy anything that is not of him. You see, in your life, God will allow it. God will allow the enemy to destroy anything that he doesn't approve of, especially the very thing that is causing you endings. You are facing some kind of spiritual battle here. Here's something that you need to know. The woman who he's with is well connected. She actually shows up as the King of Pentacles. Even though she's a woman, understand the cards are far more than genders. This woman is well connected. There's a lot of prestige that's connected to her. She may be wealthy or she comes from a wealthy family, but she's very, very well connected. And this man who the two of you are fighting over is a desperate opportunist. He's digging for gold. He's looking for people who can build him up, who can help him live out his dreams and get what it is that he wants. He's an opportunist. He wants shortcuts. He wants the shortcut to success. And what he was able to do was date a woman who is very wealthy. I'm even seeing her connections, the Three of Cups, her connections to other wealthy and powerful people. There's a hole that they've been digging for you. There are outsiders who know this woman, and they are making sure that you and him don't go together, don't come together. So she doesn't even have to do her own dirty work. She has people connected to her, friends, family, Three of Cups. And it's all business and finance. They want to keep her happy because their profit is connected to this. Oh my gosh. This is like an ambush. I don't think you realize how big this is, you guys. I would totally leave this connection alone before you end up getting hurt and dragged through the mud. There are people connected to this woman, family, friends, business partners, and they are working overtime to keep you away from him, to keep the two of you separate. To keep the two of you separated. And so there are things that they've been doing to push you to the wall. Like I'm telling you, look, the Seven of Wands represents having to stand your ground, defend yourself. You're being pushed. Look at how one woman is having to defend herself from 6 other people who are shoving their wand, shoving their wand in her face. She's a one man's team. There are people purposely trying to sabotage you. They're doing things around you to make you feel pushed to the wall, to overwhelm you so that you will leave this man alone, so that you'll give up and just go the other way. They're trying to wear you out. Are you having nightmares? It's all about chasing you away from him. That's what it is. Scaring you, traumatizing you, making things difficult for you so that you'll give up. Hence the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is stress, worries, burden, baggage. They're trying to pretty much, give you hell. They want you to live a nightmare. They're trying to cause you a nightmare so that you'll just walk away and end this. But you've convinced yourself that he needs your help. No, he doesn't. This man is in peace. He's living his best life. He's getting the best of both worlds. You're the one who needs help because it looks like you are surrounded by people who are connected to her. And they're taking things into their own hands to get you far away from her lover, him. Because it's the two of them who are in a commitment. They're in an actual relationship. You and him are not. It's just a cup. It's just like emotional feelings, It's like an energetic kind of connection. But the relationship actually lies between the two of them. So guess who ends up looking like a problem? You. You end up looking like a third party or whatever they've made you out to be. We're gonna dive deeper into this reading in part 2. I'm gonna tell you everything that you should know about the situation because I think that you've gotten the situation wrong. I think you're being tricked and deceived. You're being tricked. And something here is gonna backfire on you. This kind of passion that you have to help this man, it may end up backfiring on you, which is why it's very important to know when to leave. Sometimes in life, you have to know when to stop trying with people and you have to know when to leave. If you let this linger, it gets worse. Okay? It could be that you're not needed in this man's life anymore. And the longer you stay, the more you end up catching the heat. Okay? Something's brewing here. But we are going to do part 2. I'm going to dive deeper into part 2 just to give you more truth and revelation. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're interested in watching part 2, I will put the link in the comment section. I will pin it there. Once you click the link, it'll take you to a video that will direct you to the video link. All right? Take care, my beautiful people. See you in part 2.